Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will study the question answer of The Road Not Taken, Class 9 English. Please like, subscribe, comment and share. Question number 1. Where does the traveler find himself? What problem does he face? Answer. The traveler finds himself at a point where two roads diverge. His problem is to decide on which road he should walk. Question number 2. Discuss what these phrases mean to you. A yellow wood. Answer. A forest in the autumn season. B. It was grassy and wanted wear. Answer. The road was grassy because it was a less traveled road. It wanted people to move on it. C. The passing there. Answer. It implies walking on the road. D. Leaves no step had trodden black. Answer. It means the leaves had not been crushed under the feet of traveler. E. How way leads on to way. Answer. How one road leads to another. Is there any difference between the two roads as the poet described them? First, one number in stanzas 2 and 3. Answer. There is no difference between the two roads in stanzas 2 and 3. 2 number in the last two lines of the poem. Answer. In the last two lines of the poem, the poet tells that the road he opted for is less traveled. Question 3. What do you think the last two lines of the poem mean? Looking back, does the poet regret his choice or accept it? Answer. The last two lines have the contents of the poem. The poet expresses his opinion that it becomes difficult for a normal human being to sense his or her decision. The poet intends to walk on the first road, but he couldn't do so because life does not offer multiple chances to choose. The decision taken must lead one to success. It makes all the difference. He now repents for not getting a chance to travel on the first road. Question 4. Have you ever had to make a difficult choice, or do you think you will have difficult choices to make? How will you make the choice? For what reasons? Answer. Such situations occurs in everyone's life. In today's world, people have numerous alternatives, but the decision should be taken after considering all the ins and outs of the situation. We must ruminate over the disadvantages also. Question 5. After you have made a choice, do you always think about what might have been, or do you accept the reality? Answer. One should live in the present and not in the past. The philosophy of is the key to attaining success. Life is not a bed of roses. Its hurdles are to be crossed bravely. One must not feel nervous and get dejected in trying circumstances. On some instances, one needs to be confident about the choices he or she makes. Now, additional questions. Short answer type questions. These are out of books. Question 1. What are the poet's dilemma? Answer. The poet was standing before two roads. He had to decide which one would lead him to success. It was not easy for him to decide. So he stood there and introspected out the two options. He had to choose the one. Of course, it was not an easy choice. Question 2. What was the poet's opinion about both the roads? Answer. The poet opined that both the roads were same. They were equally troubled and there was no difference between them. So he got confused. It was difficult to decide which road would be more convenient and comfortable. He wanted to choose the one that would take him to his intended destination. Question 3. What do the roads represent? Answer. The road represents the problem of decision making. Human beings suffer because of their choices and decisions. They find themselves in such situations at every step in their lives. Out of the available options, they have to choose the one that may take them to their destination. The choice decides the outcome in life. Question 4. Did the poet take his decision haphazardly? Answer. No. He speculated and brooded over the situation. He took this decision after a lot of contemplation. He did not take this decision haphazardly. No doubt he was a bit confused. After all, it was not easy to make the right choice, but he exercised his option after much contemplation. Question 5. Why did the poet choose that road? Answer. The poet chose that road because it was less traveled. He wanted to do those activities which had not been done by anyone earlier. The poet didn't seem to be interested in choosing a much trodden path of life. Avoiding the popular rat race, he opted for the option that broke fresh grounds. Question 6. What is the message of the poem? Road not taken. Answer. The message of the poem is to make people aware of their analytical skills. The poet wishes to say that choices should be made carefully and thoughtfully. One should behave responsibly because life does not offer multiple chances every now and then. Question 8. Why did the poet take the other road? Why did the other road have a better claim than the first road? Answer. The poet had to choose one of the two roads. He left the one which was a popular choice. He decided to take the other road, which was less frequented and traveled by the people. The other road had a better claim as it was grassy. It invited the people to walk on it. Question 9. Describe the conditions of both the roads that lay open before the poet on that morning. Answer. In the yellow autumnal woods, two roads diverged into two directions. Both of them were covered with the pollen leaves. In the morning, both of them were still untouched. The steps of traveler have not blackened them. One was frequently used by the travelers. The other one was not a popular choice. It seemed to invite people to walk on it. Question 10. Was the poet certain to come back on the road he had left for another day? Answer. Life and its ways are complex and confusing. One road leads to another. In this way, one has to make a choice. The poet left the one road and hoped that he would use it on another day, but he was quite doubtful. It often happened that the road that is left once is left forever. Rarely do people come on to that road again. Question 11. How does the outcome of our life depends on the choice we make to reach our destinations? Answer. Life is full of complexities. It provides us with different choices and options. The choice is never easy. A success or failure depends on the choice we make. Mostly people choose the most popular or frequented paths of life. But some bold and adventurous people take risks and choose the less frequented paths and ways of life. That's all. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.